Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and LGBTQRSXFOP. Welcome to some very serious news.
I'm Gary DeJitis.
And I'm Natalia Class. It's time to get serious.
But first, let's keep in mind that what you're about to watch is 100% real.
Today, we begin with a story that'll just have you wondering if life is just a weird fever dream.
That's right, Natalia. In Canton, Ohio, 27-year-old Alexis Farrell was arrested after eating a cat. Yes, you heard me correctly. No petting, no feeding, eating.
Ohio, the place where people apparently don't care if it's Taco Tuesday or Tabby Tuesday.
Farrell allegedly smashed the cat's head with her foot and then, like a real-life villain nobody asked for,
Did you eat that cat?
decided to have herself a fur-flavored snack.
Officers reported finding blood on her feet and fur on her lips. And no, before you ask, she is not dating a werewolf.
I know what you're all thinking, but no, she's not a Haitian.
Moving on to another animal lover. This time in Texas, where Donald Van Williams thought a great way to spend his weekend was to kick a cat like a football field goal.
Williams kicked the cat 15 feet through the air like he was auditioning for a spot on the Dallas Cowboys.
Who needs a pigskin when you've got a kitten? Am I right?
You know, some people throw a ball for their dog. Others, well, they prefer a more interactive approach.
And what's worse, his buddy, Decorius Meyer, recorded the whole thing and posted it on social media. Because if you're gonna commit a felony, you might as well do it for the likes.
And if it's not on Instagram, it didn't happen.
Of course not. Williams was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison, and in Texas, they take their football and their animal cruelty pretty seriously.
But wait, if you think Texas is weird, welcome back to our home state of Florida, where men are apparently building alligator resorts in their backyard swimming pools.
Fucking Floridians.
Marion County wildlife officers arrested a man for having 2 alligators in his pool. Now, I get wanting some exotic pets, but this dude took Florida man to a whole new level.
Not only did he have live alligators swimming laps, but he also had slider turtles hanging out too. Honestly, this sounds more like a rinky-dink aquatic zoo than a backyard.
All I want to know is, how do you casually deny having alligators in your pool?
You say, "Nah, officer, these are just my emotional support reptile friends. They're just visiting."
Speaking of Florida, let's not forget about Dolores Bopple, the 84-year-old who went full UFC on a 7-foot alligator. I mean, Dolores, if you're watching this, you have more balls than me.
A Shih Tzu has more balls than you, Gary. And speaking of Shih Tzus, at 84 years old, she's out here punching alligators like it's nothing. She didn't even hesitate. She yanked her Shih Tzu in the air like a squeaky toy and sucker punched that gator.
She straight up channeled her inner Muhammad Ali and went float like a butterfly, punch like a Florida grandma.
And now, we bring you a medical story that's, well, a little uncomfortable to say the least.
This one's out of Summerside, where Dr. Paul Feline, a family doctor, was recently reprimanded by his College of Physicians and Surgeons of Prince Edward Island. Cause?
Unnecessary digital rectal exams.
According to a complaint filed back in September 2022, Dr. Feline's patient care raised concerns leading to an investigation that flagged his frequent use of these exams and use of outdated techniques.
He had his patients lying face up in a spread eagle position. So not only were these poor patients getting poked for no reason, but they were doing it in a position that hasn't been recommended, well, since the Abraham Lincoln administration.
To address the issue, Dr. Feline has been ordered to pay a $2,000 fine and complete additional training on ethics and proper exam techniques.
I don't have a dick, but if I did, $2,000 wouldn't be enough to let a doctor perform reverse anal exams.
Well, I have a dick, and I second that. That is not enough money.
Allegedly.
I bet his patients are relieved to know he'll be getting with the times and keeping his hands to himself, unless absolutely necessary.
Lesson learned, folks. If your doctor starts exam methods that feel like they're from the Stone Age, it might be time to get a second opinion.
Or maybe a bodyguard.
Tune in next time, where we'll cover probably something equally absurd because, as always, reality can be stranger than fiction.
Stay safe, America.